So let's talk about this abortion thing everybody's talking about. And I'm curious what your views are. Hit me up in the comment sections. I'm going to look at this a little bit more in depth. I've said in the past that you're going to have to decide and vote with your money on different things you do, and this is no different. There are many companies that are going against what was voted in by the justices. So Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Yelp, Disney, Uber, Netflix, Bumble, which is a female-driven dating app, Box.com, Levi Strauss, Comcast, NBC, Universal, Warner Brothers, which also owns CNN, JP Morgan, Nike, Starbucks, Dick's Sporting Goods, Kroger, Alaskan Airlines, Goldman Sachs, Zillow, and there's going to be more, I'm sure. All will pay for their employees to travel anywhere where abortion's legal. So California's legal. They'll send you to California, get it all done, and get you back and get you ready to go to work again. You kind of got to ask yourself some questions of that. Why are these companies so happy to pay for that? When it comes to big companies, money's the bottom line, and that's all they think about. It's not about your health. So I'm sure they have an agenda for what they're doing. Will people be choosing to work there because they do pay for abortions? Now, there's other things to be considered when they say, my body, my right. They need to be careful what they yell when they're in a protest. Because there are many other things in our life that I think would probably matter more, in my opinion. There are many people in chronic pain, many people that want to die, and it's against the law. If it was my body, my right, that person would be able to end his life. I've seen many posts on Facebook to where 20-year-olds were having parties and ending their life after and saying goodbye to their fellow friends. They just can't take it anymore. Some people say they should just stick it out. They might find a cure. You're not that person. So if it's my body, my right, now personally, myself, I believe you should be allowed to check out if you want to. But that's my opinion. Now, let's look at other countries. What are their abortion laws? You're going to bother me? You're going to bother me? Huh? Every time I come out here. Yes, go on this side. There, go on that side, okay? Canada, nationally, abortion is legal through all 9 months. So in Canada, you can get abortion at 9 months. Although, no provider in Canada will do it. Apparently, they will offer it up to about 23 weeks, maybe a little bit later. But it's completely legal to abort a 9-month-old baby. United Kingdom, abortion is generally allowed up to 24 weeks, is what it is. The Netherlands, as of November 1st, 1984, they allow abortions to be done on demand up to 24 weeks. And beyond that, serious medical conditions, they will do it. Now, Australia, they're confusing. They're very confusing. In South Wales and Queensland, up to 22 weeks. South Australia, 23 weeks. North Territory, 24 weeks. Western Australia, 2 doctors are needed past 20 weeks. And after 20 weeks, a panel of doctors is needed, 6 of them. Australia is having all kinds of protests on coming up with some common denominator right across the board for some reason. So some of this we have to consider. We really do. The Christians say you're killing a baby and you should keep it. Well, if we keep them, we're going to need more foster parents and more foster care. And they don't get the greatest care, so that could be more kids getting raped and more kids just not having such a great life. Um, and then when they leave foster care, if they don't get adopted, oh, this cat's really biting. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. So there's that problem. I just don't know. I just don't know what the real answer is when you start looking deeper into this. Now, Planned Parenthood, when they started, I mean, they were getting money from the federal government, the state government, donations. I mean, they were getting money from everywhere just to make sure abortions were free. Now that this has been removed, the federal government's no longer paying for it. So I'm sure that's got them up in an uproar because they're losing their money. There's always money involved somewhere when things like this go down. I wish it was cut and dry, black and white, where we could say, you're killing a life, not allowed, make it illegal right across the board, and put an end to it. But that's not the case. Abortion is used as a form of birth control. That's all there is to it, especially in black neighborhoods. And they say, they shouldn't do that. I mean, you can walk into a medical facility and get free condoms in the United States. Women can go in and get free birth controls. There's a lot of help when it comes to taking care of yourself from getting pregnant. But it seems like a lot of women in the United States of America are not very responsible. I mean, to me, my opinion, guys, if you're a woman, I think you would rather go to the medical clinic and prevent yourself from having a baby if you don't want one, instead of having to go for surgery because there are complications with abortions and everything else. It would be a heck of a lot safer to take birth control and make sure the guy you're having sex with has a condom on, in my view. So why are this younger generation so stupid and now they're using abortion as a form of birth control? Doesn't make sense to me. To me, abortion comes into play. You got raped. You don't want to have the kid. Hey, it makes sense, right? There's complications. You're going to die or there's something wrong. Okay, kind of makes sense. I don't think it's black and white in one way. But again, if we make a law right across the board saying abortions are illegal, then we open up ourselves to a whole new can of worms, because now we're going to need more money for foster care. We're going to need more money for a lot of things that are going to go on with this, is what's going to happen. The woman doesn't want the child. She's obviously chosen to have abortion. Now, some people will say, well, a woman didn't have an abortion and she's thankful she didn't. It's really, really sitting there. Look at Canada, 9 months you can take that. I mean, does anybody really debate you should be allowed to kill a baby at 9 months old? I mean, and who makes the decision? I mean, if you really don't want that baby, did you have to wait 24 weeks? I mean, what is that, 4 or 5 months? You sat there thinking for 4 months, do I really want this baby? Do I not want this baby? I mean, that's kind of messed up in the head. You'd think after the first 8 weeks, you'd know. You don't think you'd have to carry on that far. But I'm sure there's a debate on that side too. It seems like there's debates on each side. And some people say, well, my body, my choice. We're losing our rights. It's been there for 50 years. I don't know. Donald Trump, when he was in office, he said he was trying to remove abortion. And even though he's not in office, it looks like he pulled it off, eh, guys? Obviously, with whatever judges are in control that are sitting in office there, can overturn things. Obviously, can change things, which is, again, kind of scary, because that shows us if you get the wrong judges in there, could they outlaw guns in the United States of America? And that's saying yes. So you got to be careful what you wish for. If you're sitting back saying, as a Christian, and you're saying, great, they stopped, abortion here in Tennessee, and they are. It's going to take them a week, but they're going to do it here in Tennessee where I'm at. Well, what's stopping those judges from now saying, AR-15s are not allowed. There's a lot of things that could come off of this. I've even heard, and I've read a couple articles on it, to where they're talking about same-sex marriage is the next thing they want to remove. And that might be kind of scary to people that are, gays, lesbians, whatever, that are married to same sex. I remember back when they talked about same sex, you would see two gay guys. One was dying of AIDS in the hospital, and his partner could not come see him. Only the guy's immediate family, which was his father or mother. So because they were not married, this guy could not see his lover die. And those were kind of sad stories. Because a lot of people will believe, well, love is beautiful no matter what it is, let it be, who cares, it's not me. Anybody judging it is considered, well, racist and everything else that goes along with it. Personally, I really don't give a shit one way or the other. I mean, it does not affect my life in any shape or form. Me paying for abortions out of my taxes, I don't agree with that. But it's all over the place on what they're doing and what's going on. There are many families that have to live with this, and it's quick for us to judge or be mean or be vicious. And it is quite a situation. But the only thing I see coming from this on the financial side is I see a lot of messed up kids going into foster homes. I see a lot of messed up kids not being raised properly, even though it's not that great now, even when they do have a mother and father that ends up separating or divorcing. I mean, it seems like all we've done is created another problem. The bottom line is, if a woman wants an abortion, she will travel to those other states and get one. And when you tell a human being they can't do something, you're literally driving it home more to where it's going to make them want to get it more, is what's going to happen. But if you're one of my subscribers and you are pregnant or you have thought about abortion, really give yourself some, really sit down and do some soul searching with that, because there has been a lot of people that have regretted it. Make sure you know what you're doing. And if you are a female, go to the medical clinic. I'm telling you, birth control, condoms, all that stuff is free. You just got to walk. I believe at the medical clinic I've been to before, they had condoms sitting right in front in a basket. You didn't even have to talk to anybody. I mean, so don't be afraid to inquire or pick up the phone and ask questions on, can I get birth control pills? Can I get medical? Can I get this? Can I get that? You can. You don't want to go through for an abortion. It's not fun at all. And I believe after you have so many abortions, you just totally destroy your reproductive system. So you can never ever have kids. But a good part of America, especially the African American side, are using it as a form of birth control. And that's not the right thing to do. So anyhow, what are your views? Are you dead set as a Christian? Take it away? Throw them in foster homes? Or are you my body, my choice? Let it go? Let them do what they want? Or are you like Canada, where they can abort them at 9 months if they wanted to? I'll catch you guys on the next one.